now that the plug has been pulled on a massive hydrogen project here in Argentia. A $90 million plan to expand the port is also hanging in the balance. And these troubling developments, well, they've touched off a tax dispute between the port and town leaders in neighboring Placentia. The much-hyped market for hydrogen never materialized, and multi-billion-dollar projects like the one proposed by Pattern Energy for Argentia have been canceled. And that's created some big problems for the people who run the port.
The gap on Cooper's Cove is quite concerning.
Plans are well advanced for a big expansion to the dock in Argentia. It's an upgrade the port says is necessary in order to attract new business from sectors such as oil and gas, defense, and wind energy projects. $53 million has been committed by the federal and provincial governments, and the remaining capital was to come in yearly royalty payments from Pattern's hydrogen project. A contractor has been selected, and the work has to be completed before the end of 2028 in order to leverage all that government money. But all that hydrogen cash has evaporated.
The death of the hydrogen industry right now has put it at somewhat of a risk.
Port managers are now scrambling to fill the financial gap left by Pattern's change of plans, and they're looking to the town for help in the form of tax relief.
We need to work with the town. We need their support to come with a more equitable and fair taxation.
The port pays 20% of its gross revenues to the town, and Penny says it's one of the highest tax ports in the country. Last year, the port paid roughly $1.6 million in municipal taxes. That's a big chunk of the town's $7 million budget. The port wants to borrow millions of dollars to help pay for the dock project, and says the only way it can afford it is if the town forgoes hundreds of thousands of dollars annually in taxes. And if the town does not agree, Penny believes the dock project is dead, and the economic opportunities and all that government money will also disappear.
There'll be a major investment in some other province or some other region, and we'll be left saying, if only we had done something.
Well, boy, I'll tell you, the town is going to hurt.
But town leaders say there's an existing tax agreement, and there won't be any breaks for the port.
The Port of Argentia got 100% support from this town, except for the issue of taxation. Taxation, do I do it for them? Do I do it for all the businesses?
The mayor says the port has generated millions in revenue in recent years, and he wonders where all that money went.
Why didn't they do maintenance with their money? Why is there buildings down there that's not up to par or whatever?
There's tension because the port recently removed council's rep from its board, and the port is refusing to open its books to the town.
Over the last course of so many years, it's kind of gone off the rails a bit.
The short-term vision is, I want all my taxes. I'm not giving up my taxes.
Argentia is an economic engine in Placentia Bay, from cargo and quarries to fishing and fabrication. But will it ever reach its full potential? These two certainly hope so, but they may have different visions on how to make that happen. Terry Roberts, CBC News, Argentia.